New research suggests that C-commerce could quickly surpass e-commerce as the region's preferred way of retailing. Those are the findings of a white paper by C-commerce platform Zbooni. And we're joined by the COO and co-founder of Zbooni, Ashraf Attia. Thanks so much for joining us today, Ashraf. C-commerce takes place via social, chat, and messaging apps like WhatsApp. First, help us better understand what exactly C-commerce is.
Hi, Ramia. Thank you for the opportunity. It's a pleasure to talk to you. C-commerce is a new mode of doing commerce where merchants and customers meet on chat channels and social channels, interact one-to-one, and complete, commercial activity. E-commerce came from basically the evolution of, in the 90s, there was this way to build a website and to bring people to your website and let the person interact with your website and close the sale, which was great. But with the new tools that we have, more businesses, more types, categories of commercial activity are actually carried out through one-to-one collaboration and conversation. So C-commerce has risen to cover the gray area between bricks and mortar, physical commercial activity, and e-commerce. So we call C-commerce everything in between those two poles.
Okay, that's a big space, I think. So could we say that C-commerce is essentially really the business of securing e-commerce conversions? And how is C-commerce applied to different industries?
That's a great question. So I think you can map it to e-commerce because I think e-commerce is a concept that everybody's familiar with. It's been around for 25 years. Everybody has experience with it. C-commerce grew from that. So if you've ever seen a chat for more information on a website, if you've ever WhatsApped with a business that you deal with, if you've ever dealt with anybody over Instagram DM or Facebook Messenger in a commercial capacity, that is all considered C-commerce. So the C in C-commerce actually can be chat, it can be conversational. At Zbooni, we call it collaborative commerce. So the C actually stands for me as a merchant talking to you as a customer, using my device and you using your device. We don't physically have to be in the same place, but we can interact and we can conduct, commercial activity.
Okay, why do you believe that C-commerce could quickly surpass e-commerce as the region's preferred way of retailing? I mean, aren't they working together in symbiosis, these two platforms?
They are working together in symbiosis. I don't think it's a competition. So currently, Zbooni, we have 6,000 merchants in the Middle East using our platform every day to close thousands of transactions over this C-commerce channel. Our statistics show that 60% of our merchants already have e-commerce. So they are using this in addition to their standalone website. And why are they using it? They're using it to remarket. So anybody who's bought from their website, they can go approach them over WhatsApp and say, hey, this is this week's specials. You abandoned your cart. Let me WhatsApp you and say, I have this stuff in your cart. I only have one piece left. Would you like me to deliver it to you today? People who go into the website might click chat because they have further questions. So all of it is used as another channel that merchants are using to communicate and convert with their customer. Why do I think it's going to maybe be the size or larger than e-commerce in the region? I think it's one, it fits more business types. So every single business type can use C-commerce, where not every business type can map to e-commerce. When I book an appointment at my dentist, there's probably not a web page that I go to and I book, 3:30 to 4:30, but I might WhatsApp their receptionist and I say, hey, I can come in at 3:30. She'll send me a link and say, hey, let me block your time in because the doctor's very busy. Get your deposit in and then your appointment is locked. That is C-commerce in action, but that will never move to an e-commerce motion. On the other side, we are also seeing that when people use e-commerce and it's successful, the merchants can then start to reach out over the chat channels and over the social channels to those customers and keep that heartbeat and that cadence of communication between it. Creates larger baskets, creates more brand loyalty, and just an overall better shopping experience for the customer.
So it's really about closing the sale. And what would you say the difference in conversion rates for C-commerce versus e-commerce is?
So we all know e-commerce is a very low conversion rate. They talk about between 2 and 3%. So what that means is if I want to close 3 orders today, I need 100 people visiting my website. That's a very low conversion rate. What we're seeing in the over 500,000 transactions we've done in the past 4 years over C-commerce is once a link is sent, 88% of people close that transaction.
COO and co-founder of Zbooni, Ashraf Atiya, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for the time. I appreciate it.